Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 6th. Some of the coldest air in 20 years has arrived in the Mid-South region. You have to go all the way back to 1994. Remember the big ice storm? Yeah, at least we don't have that necessarily to worry about, but it's the bitter cold that is going to be with us for today and tomorrow. We do see some moderation, though, as we head on through the work week, about the middle and the latter part of the week. Things will get above freezing, so this is not going to last long. It's just this at least 24 to 36-hour period. It's going to be bitter, very bitter. We've got wind chill advisories in effect for today through tomorrow morning. A couple of counties, Hardin, Breckenridge counties, are under wind chill warnings, as we're seeing some wind chill factors this morning of minus 15 to minus 20. In fact, I was looking at some of the Mesonet sites here this morning, and I can actually tell you what some of the wind chill factors are this morning. We're seeing wind chills with winds gusting to 15 to 20, 25, or even 30 miles per hour. That's the problem. And so we have wind chill factors of minus 11 going on right now in Glasgow and in Scottsville. It feels like it's minus 14 in Franklin. It feels like it's 16 below zero in Russellville. It feels like it's 17 below zero right now in Central City, in the Muhlenberg, Greenville area. This is as of 4:40 this morning as I record the podcast. Up there along the Ohio River, it feels like it's 20 below zero wind chill factor at this moment. Current temperature in Bowling Green is 6 degrees, and that's about as warm as we're going to get today. Very early this morning, we had a high temperature. The official high temperature for the day will probably be around 15, I think it was. Let me check that just to make sure. And just to tell you, just to show you significant, let's see here, 15, yes, 15 was our high temperature for the day. That was right after midnight, early this morning. The official high temperature yesterday was 57 degrees. So we do our little, that's a 50-degree drop in temperature. I don't need a calculator. So where we were yesterday afternoon before things started going downhill to where we are now, a 50-degree drop in temperature. Then you add in the winds, and that makes it feel like a 60-plus degree drop in temperature. We've got numerous school closings, as you might expect. Watch the bottom of your screen. Of course, we've got them all listed at WBKO.com. We've got the Polar Report logo right there on the homepage. All you have to do is click that, and you'll see the complete list. Businesses, daycares, not just schools, but a lot of other things going on. You can also get that on our app, WBKO app, in the App Store or Google Play. You can also sign up for the free text alerts. That way, you can get the school alerts on your phone directly the moment that the schools decide to do something. And I would think that there's probably going to be more school closings tomorrow, but don't ask me about those today, please. Good Lord, Granny Grunt. I mean, it's like, already. What about Tuesday? You think we'll be in school Tuesday? I don't know. I don't make those decisions. My goodness gracious, people are impatient. Anyway, let's get to the nitty-gritty of the forecast here. As I mentioned, 57 was the official high temperature. It got a lot warmer yesterday, and that had everything to do with the lack of snow that we're seeing now. We did get a trace of snow, dusting, maybe up to a quarter inch of snow. There were some locations further east of us that picked up a little bit more snow than we did, maybe on the order of an inch and a half as you head out, say, out the Cumberland Parkway. But here in Bowling Green, a dusting up to about a quarter inch. after that 57 yesterday, which was, by the way, 12 degrees above average. 45 is where we should be. 17 was our low temperature just before midnight. 27 is the average low, so we were 10 degrees below average there. A year ago, we had a high of 48 and a low of 21 back in 2013. And once you melt down any of the snow and then mostly rain that we picked up yesterday at the Bowling Green Airport, added to 31/100ths of an inch of precipitation. Now, here's the deal today. We have seen some clearing taking place back to the west of us. You don't have to look that far. In fact, from about Bowling Green west, there are clear skies. But here's the thing. Once the sun comes up this morning, we'll have what we call a little bit of convective energy. There's still a lot of energy and moisture associated with this system, so look for it to cloud back up. We're going to see a little bit of sun, but then it's going to cloud back up. And at times, there will be a mix of clouds and sunshine today, and then when it does cloud up, you'll get a quick snow flurry. We're not really calling for any additional accumulation, but there will be some flurries that will fly around. The bigger news today and the bigger story that we have talked about here since last week, we hopefully pounded this home, that the snow would not be a big deal, despite what the Weather Channel or anybody else. You get these posers and pretenders on social media that just go post all these pictures and these models, and they don't. They have no explanation. Oh, it's going to come a 3 to 5 inch snow. Well, we never said that. We said there was a possibility of maybe a couple of inches of snow here, if at the most. So if you'd been paying attention to us since last week, we never did say 3 to 5 inches. That was the Weather Channel. They were wrong. They usually are. And then toward the end, they back off and they give these storms stupid names like Hercules or Ion or whatever dumb thing they come up with. It's just a bunch of hype. Anyway, to get through all that, basically what we have is a dusting up to an inch. Some places picked up a little bit more than that, but not much more. Until you head up along and north of the Ohio River, and then that's where it really came a very big winter storm. But for us, it is going to be the cold and the wind, and we've said that for days, folks, that the cold and the wind would be the bigger weather story for southern Kentucky, and that's exactly the way it turned out. And that's going to be the problem today. This is dangerously cold. If you're outdoors for 10 or 15 minutes, you're exposing yourself to life-threatening cold. So wind chill advisories continue today. We're going to say a high of around 6, which is where we are now. We're not going to get any warmer than that. In fact, temperatures may get colder than that as we go through the day. And then with a northwest wind at 15 to 25, even up to 30 miles per hour, then expect wind chills of minus 10 to minus 20, even colder than that in some cases. Tonight, still bitterly cold, chance of flurries. Minus 2 is what we're calling for a low tonight in Bowling Green. And, of course, the wind chills will continue to be an issue. Now, tomorrow, for Tuesday, sunshine will return, and thanks to a more southerly wind, we're going to warm it all the way to 14. 14 for a high on Tuesday. But hold on. As we get into the middle and the latter part of the week, a big warming trend, southerly winds, but also with that, a series of disturbances will move in. By Wednesday, partly sunny, 34. That'll get us above freezing a little bit. Wednesday night, though, here comes the first in a series of disturbances. We may find a little freezing rain, sleet mix. It's not going to last long. It's all going to change to rain during the day on Thursday as we warm to 37. And we get even warmer on Friday with a 20% chance of light rain and 46. Saturday, we see a 40% chance of rain showers, and we warm it all the way to 52. So we're going to get back into the 40s and 50s by the upcoming weekend. And Sunday, a slight chance of a shower at 53. So moderation is on the way. We've just got to get through the next 24 to 36 hours, and things will be a lot better. Slick roads, yes, they are out there this morning. They are everywhere. Back roads, untreated roads especially, are bad. Now, it's not a consistent sheet of ice, but it's it's consistent enough to cause issues. And then you've got a little coating of light snow on top of that ice. Just be careful. Much of the main roads that have been treated, like the parkways and the interstates, the main arteries like your 31Ws, 31Es, and 431s, 231s, until you get way out in the countryside, most of those are fine, and certainly those main roads and arteries in Bowling Green are fine. It is side streets, back roads, untreated roads. That's where you're going to have some travel issues this morning and pretty much all day today and tonight, because we're not going to get anywhere close to freezing. Even with a little bit of sun today, I don't think that's going to help at all. All right, we'll have the complete coverage coming up live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, and of course streaming live to WBKO.com. In the meantime, God bless, be safe, stay warm, and know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day.